Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join me today for this video that will be 2 full weeks of what I eat every day following Dr. McDougall's maximum weight loss. So if you've missed any of my recent videos, I'll get you up to speed real quickly. Basically, I've been following Dr. McDougall for the last 9 to 10 months, either the maximum weight loss program or the starch solution, and my weight loss numbers have looked like this. So I was filming my video for the July weight loss update, and as I was posting that on August 5th, I was just feeling so frustrated with myself. Like only losing 1 pound the month of July, and then looking back and realizing I'd lost 4 pounds over 4 months, and just like, I don't want to lose a pound a month. I don't want to drag this weight loss out for years. I feel very confident in maintaining my weight, especially because of the weight loss numbers that I've had and been continuously maintaining the loss, but the goal is to lose weight. The goal is to get to a healthy, happy weight. I'm not sure what that's going to be, but to get there and stay there and not constantly be on this cycle of dieting, which I have been on for over 30 years. So August 5th, feeling super frustrated with myself, I decided to commit myself to 2 weeks following Dr. McDougall's maximum weight loss, 50-50 plates, and just focusing on taking care of myself. Not allowing myself the vegan junk food binges that I feel like just sabotage all the healthy, whole food, plant-based, weight loss I'm working towards. So coming up will be what I ate between August 5th and August 18th. And stay tuned to the end of the video when I'll update you on my weight loss progress. Happy Monday. It's been a few days, so I just thought I'd do a quick check-in. Not too much to say. As you've seen with my food, I've been keeping it pretty simple, a lot of potatoes and broccoli, but every day, usually at the end of the night, is when I want something sweet. That's usually when I like to have some oatmeal and some fruit, like something like that. And I just wanted to mention what I did for dinner last night because it was so delicious. I'm about to do it again for breakfast. And I got this idea from one of the Dr. McDougall Facebook groups. The person giving the recipe called it hamburger rice, and they basically took a pile of rice and then dressed it up kind of like a Big Mac with like Thousand Island dressing and lettuce and tomato and mustard, ketchup, relish, onion, that kind of thing. So I just took that idea and put it on potatoes, and I actually was doing this a lot when I was making carrot dogs a couple times at the beginning of summer, and I discovered I just like it with ketchup, mustard, relish, and some red onion. So I'm about to have breakfast, and it might be a little bit weird, but that's what I'm having for breakfast. Today is Wednesday, August 11th, and if you can't tell by my hair, it's a little humid outside. Can I fix that? So I wanted to give a quick update this morning since today is day 7 of my maximum weight loss plan, and I've decided I will continue it for another entire week for a couple reasons. So honestly, it's been a little bit of a struggle the last few days. I didn't walk for 3 days in a row because of horrible humidity or rain, just bad weather that I couldn't walk for 3 days. So today was the first day I've walked. I've gotten into such a routine with my morning walk. I miss it when I don't get it, and I feel like my body misses that physical activity too, which I haven't been able to do like a good physical yoga practice really because my shoulder's still messed up, but my shoulder is feeling better than it has in like a month. So I hadn't weighed myself in like a week either because I'm trying not to get on the scale every day. So I got on the scale today and I was up a pound to 144, which I've been between 143 and 144 for like months. The main reason I decided I'll just go ahead and do this another week is because I'm just gonna be at home. I got nowhere to go, so I might as well commit to these 50-50 plates. And it's easy for me. It's not like when I was doing a Mary's Mini and every day I was waking up going, oh, it's day 6, it's day 7. It's like, I had to sit down and think today, like, how long have I been doing this? And if you've been watching this video of what I've been eating the last week, you might see the pattern I've gotten into, which I'm questioning if that's part of my issue of losing weight. And that issue is that I crave sweets at night. I usually have oatmeal for my last meal of the day. I usually have my 2 pieces of fruit at the end of the day. It's a bad habit that I like to sit down in front of the TV or with a book at the end of the night and snack on something sweet. So today I'm going to make a stir fry, and I'm going to try to make a stir fry sauce and maybe have it be a little bit sweet to help reduce that ridiculous sweet tooth I get at night. So I showed that oatmeal I've been snacking on at night too, which I know is not the best, but it's totally not the worst. I mean, it's literally just like some oats and flavorings, and for 150 calories a packet, it's like not that bad. But I mentioned this in another video. This is actually a lemon ice cube where I froze the lemon juice in an ice cube tray so then I could drop this into my water, and then it's just dissolving and giving my water flavor. It's really good. So here's my breakfast this morning, and I think that's all the update I have for now. that is what I ate for 2 weeks following Dr. McDougall's maximum weight loss. And if you watched my most recent video about finding my focus on this weight loss journey, you may have already known that I was down 2 pounds around the 10-day mark of these 2 weeks. And that's what I stayed at. After the 14 days was over, I was still down 2 pounds, which I'm very happy to be losing a pound a week. Like, I think that is perfectly healthy and sustainable for me. So you may recall I also mentioned that I'd be then going out of town for 3 days. So today is actually Monday, August 23rd, and I'm so happy to report that even after the 3 days out of town, I still weighed 141 pounds today. So I'm still maintaining that 2-pound weight loss for those 2 weeks, and there's still a week left in August. So maybe I can lose another pound before the end of the month too. But the point is that I am just so happy to be back on track, and most importantly, feeling good about myself. I talked about this, I think it was in the Finding My Focus video, that like, when I look back on it, I wasn't feeling very good about myself in July mentally. And feeling down on myself mentally was what led to the vegan junk food binges and the beating myself up and the cycle that like I find myself getting sucked into sometimes. Focusing for 2 weeks, taking care of my mental health as well as my physical health and my nourishment. Like, I feel so good. And the fact that I was able to go on a little vacation for 3 days, I went out to a restaurant 2 different times and made healthy choices. And I'm just feeling so like back on track, focused, motivated, just like all the good feelings. I did real quick want to mention 2 things about what I ate over those 2 weeks. And the first thing was that there's definitely a few pieces of fruit that did not make it into the video. Specifically, I know at one point I bought like a 2-pound container of blueberries, and I think maybe I only ate them 2 or 3 times on video, because there was 2 or 3 times that I snuck a handful like out of the fridge. But I really do not beat myself up over crap like that. Like, eating a handful of blueberries is not going to derail your weight loss. It wasn't a handful of potato chips or peanuts or something. Yes, Penny. Did you want to say hi to YouTube? Oh, now we have nothing to say? Now you have nothing to say? And the other thing I wanted to mention is something I've noticed about myself before, and that's the difference between when I eat potatoes as fries, like cooked in the air fryer or the oven, versus when I eat potatoes in a different way, like mashed potatoes or in the potato cheese queso, which I am still very into. So I love to make potatoes as fries or wedges, but then I find that they tend to be drier, so they don't keep me full as longer. When I eat potatoes as like mashed potatoes or as the potato queso, I feel like that keeps me fuller longer because of the moisture in the potatoes, which is something I noticed, I want to say like back in February. But eating so many potatoes again just like made me realize it again. And that's sort of why toward the end of the 2 weeks, I really switched it up with more sweet potatoes, mashed sweet potatoes, and the queso. OMG, that queso. So the queso I was eating in the video was made with my recipe for potato cheese and then a store-bought salsa. Now that the tomatoes are coming in the garden so good, I am going to be making my own oil-free oven roasted salsa and making the queso, but I found that to be so filling and delicious. I love it with just plain broccoli, but then I also added it on top of my stir-fry vegetables, and that was really good too. So I think this week I'm gonna get a head of cauliflower because I think it sounds like that would be really good over some roasted cauliflower too. I think the first couple times I ate it, I was eating up some of my little baby potatoes I still had, but then I started just using that queso as like the starch side of my 50-50 plates. I found that to be very satisfying. I am continuing to eat that at home this week. So I think that's all the update I have for this video. I am just feeling so much better about myself. Like, yes, Penny. Penny's happy I'm feeling better about myself too. Somebody wanted to be on camera for the end of the video. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me for all of the August updates. It has definitely been, you know, up and down, which life always is, but as I've said in lots of other videos, you know, taking care of our mental health and, like, for me, feeling good about myself, I mean, it makes all the difference. Stay there. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today to watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe and be well.